we are we on the air? Like he says?
Sadly.
Oh, sadly. Okay.
Which means whatever we said will not be deleted.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
Yeah, I'm keeping your N-word.
I'm so sorry I cut you off, Poseidon. But it was important.
Oh, this is alcohol.
What are you doing?
Oh shit.
Where'd you get that? No, that's not yours, bro. That's not ours. That's Sonia's, by the way.
Oh fuck. I thought it was the energy drink.
What energy drink?
You had like 0-calorie energy drink.
I don't have 0 calorie. Those are all hers. Stop drinking her shit.
Oh, they're all hers.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I'm sorry. This is a lot.
You'll have to apologize on air.
Well, actually, it's good because I'll just tell it because just who
The
to bill.
evidence is right here.
That's what 50 cents, bro.
Okay. But it's just hers. Yeah, it's just better that you don't. It's just bad form. Like to not.
I didn't know. I
steal
thought
people's
I
stuff.
didn't know it was hers for real. I've just been drinking cans. I've been pounding them back energy 0-calorie energy drinks. I'm just like, oh, these are
Yeah,
good.
it shows on you.
Yo, so I've been going to the gym. I'm proud of myself.
Adam, what lies have you been up to? Adam, you were at the Third Floor Comedy Club. I received the complaints over the weekend. You've somehow managed to sexually harass 3 different people. One of them was an animal.
way.
Man, girl,
Or
and
so
local
you
rep.
say.
Or so I say, yeah.
What happened?
So the authorities say.
What happened? What did
Adam,
you do?
please
I
put us
didn't
through
do
this.
anything.
Adam, put us through. Tell us exactly what happened,
No,
Adam.
you got to tell us the whole story.
Well,
When
I'll
did you
give
go? You went
Saturday nights.
Yeah, give us your version.
Saturday that just passed.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give us your version of events.
It's nice to, what do they call that? Fan input. Say, yeah, cheering, and then the guy saying, like, shut your mouth. I don't want. What's his name?
The host.
Yes.
Yes.
And
All right, give us your input.
that's pretty much it.
Okay, hold
Give
on.
us your input
I
on
didn't
how you feel.
understand a single fucking thing
Okay,
you just
okay,
fucking
okay,
said.
okay.
It's suspicious.
This is
Saturday,
not
what time
a-
did you show up at the third club?
11, I think. 11 p.m.
I
11?
love that he was out late.
11 p.m. Are you sure?
Yes.
What the fuck
And I
were they
left
doing at
about
11 p.m.?
1:30.
It's a late show. Starts at 11.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, late show.
Oh, I remember. The metro broke down. It was around 11:07. I actually remember the exact time.
Okay,
when I
so
walked in.
you remember the exact time you pulled into the Third Floor Comedy Club, but when we asked
and
you
they started late.
specific questions that show you in a negative light, you somehow forget. Anyways,
not wrong.
besides the point. So you show up at 11:07 at the Third Floor Comedy Club,
That's right.
and what, you just started watching stand-up? What did you do?
I had a seat.
Okay.
Yeah. What you
Yeah.
just said.
Did you order a drink? What happened? Did you order your ginger ale?
Yes, I did.
How good was it?
Was it good?
Very good.
I bet it was.
So it's not. I'm not trying to steer you
And
away
then what
from
happened?
details.
You started talking while people were performing.
There were 2 people next to me. They were doing the same thing. They were like,
They were doing what? The same thing.
Okay, so?
well, talking when they're not supposed to.
Okay, so you
So
were
you
you
know.
admit
So he knows.
you just admitted that you were talking when you weren't supposed to.
But I call that a gray area. You're allowed to show that you're like positive input as a fan.
No,
like, good-
no,
good-
no,
good.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
Let me ask
no.
you, have you been to a movie theater?
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
What am I going to say?
You're not supposed to talk when the movie is going.
Is that what he said? Okay.
Do you clap? You go, congratulations. Yeah, that's what I would have done at the movie.
What are you, a
Well-
black lady? What are you
Well,
doing?
I got news for you.
was
The
waiting
2
for it.
people next to
As
me
soon as I said, I was
also
like, he's
were
gonna chime in.
disciplined.
They were not disciplined like you. So you both lacked discipline.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling us? I'm asking you.
So what I find is, what I find is weird. That was just that one incident, which lasted, 15 seconds? Not even,
Right?
15 seconds too long.
So you ruined the show.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I shut
think
my
you-
mouth from that point onwards.
They're shutting down the club now.
Did you write anything down?
I thought about it, but I wasn't ready.
Okay.
Oh, you did stand up?
No.
No.
It was bucket show. So you put your suggestions for jokes in a bucket, and the comedian has to do a joke based on that.
Ah.
Last time he did it, it was all about child predators.
No, I believe it.
I think it was like I think I remember one of the subjects.
Hold on, let's go back. Stop trying to change the
Yeah,
subject
yeah,
here,
yeah.
okay?
Bucket
So
list.
you wouldn't shut your yap while someone was performing on stage, and you use it as an excuse. Well, these people were talking, and if these
not
people
your best
jumped off a
moment.
bridge, you jump with them, right?
To tell you
Enough
the truth,
said.
I don't
Enough
know what
said.
to say.
Enough said.
Yeah.
So you started talking. And what did the performer tell you?
get off the stage.
I can tell you what he told the other guys, and he was more pronounced with them than with me.
Okay.
Please, 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 shut the F up. That's what he said.
Say it.
To them.
Shut the what?
I don't need to use foul language.
Don't
You know
use
which
foul
word
language
I'm-
because I'm tired of
Thank
getting.
you.
I'm tired of getting demonetized because of Poseidon. So he told you to go F yourself.
The other two people.
He told you to go F the other two people.
He was harsh in terms of the commentary directed towards the other two people that were next to me.
Okay.
That were doing what I was doing.
He was
but
being
I
nice
think
to you. So he let you get away with being an effer, but them he told them
I
off.
think you can say it that way.
A fag? Are we?
Yeah, shut the fag up. Yeah, I like that one.
I was not expecting that. I was not. We're not gonna actually get demonetized.
100%. We get demonetized
sure?
almost every episode. I know this. I don't know who uploads everything.
Damn.
Yeah. And the worst part about demonetized isn't just the ads. The worst part about demonetized is that it doesn't promote the video. So
Damn.
the video gets 80 views.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. That's what I hate about this. And
Well,
he-
thank you, Adam.
yeah.
You're
Anyways,
the one who brought up what
so
should and
so
shouldn't
so
have
they
been
told the
done.
other guy. They told the other two people, shut the f up.
Shut the hell up. Whatever. Yes.
Shut the hell up. Okay.
Yes.
And then did he tell you the same thing?
He did, but he wasn't as pronounced.
He was being nice to you. I asked him to be nice to you, but
Okay.
I didn't know that you were going to act like a piece of shit.
And then what did you
I
do?
can give you 100% guarantee that you're overdoing it. Okay.
What did you do after?
What am
that?
I overdoing
I
it?
already told you what happened.
No, you didn't. What happened after? Because you jumped over chain of events. I got to paint the whole picture.
Fine.
Yeah, you
I was
did.
going like this. Hey, good for you. I don't know. The last time, the last
So
time
because
I
the
checked,
person
you
performing
can't go to
told
a comedy
you-
show and applaud. Like, hey, good.
Yeah, but when did you applaud?
I don't remember what time it was. At
No,
some
no, 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 no,
point.
no. What time? Look, he's being
Okay, sorry. I don't know. Beginning
So-
of the end, I don't remember.
So you
During-
applauded during his set, basically, after he told you to be quiet.
Then he told me to be quiet, and then I was quiet. I don't know what's illogical about what I said. He tells me to be quiet. I did something inappropriate to begin with. He tells me to be quiet, and I'm quiet. And then I was never heard from again.
So where does the sexual assault come from?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, somebody's framing me. I can.
Well, there's a series of your victims claiming that they were sexually assaulted by you.
Yeah, a lot of oh, Jesus Christ.
Adam,
Yes.
why is all we're wondering.
Yeah, why did you do this to these poor people?
Oh,
Ay, ay, ay.
man, oh man.
So and then after the show was done,
You did something to Beetlejuice over here, bro.
you know what's crazy is that I wasn't expecting what I was gonna see, but I could have never imagined that because you also said Beetlejuice, but it looks exactly like Beetlejuice, so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know why I'm shocked because it looks exactly like him, but it's so crazy.
Guys, I wanted to come completely out of left field and tell you a very interesting thought. Okay.
Okay.
As you explained to me last time, you did. I know there was no meanness intended, but you did make a total fool out of me in terms of the idea that podcasts can be seen anytime, whereas radio is live only. You made that clear to me.
I made it clear because it wasn't clear before. Yeah.
You know what I would do to actually integrate a radio show
What?
with podcasting? If all the radio stations, I don't care, Q92, Shom, only had live broadcasts from, let's say, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., the rest of the day, the public could just watch those podcasts. I don't know if I'm going to be laughed out of the CRTC if I ever say that, but you guys get what I'm saying? You cannot go to Q92 and say, what did we record between?
Why are
one
we
and two?"
talking about dead horses?
No, not just that. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about?
So that they can join the wave that you guys have joined.
What wave? We haven't joined the wave. We're just doing what we're doing. There's no wave.
You made a very valid point, and I had to think about it. You cannot watch, for example, I like Q92, okay? So I'm big on that station.
Yes.
You cannot view a podcast.
What do you like
or a
about
podcast
Q92?
version. I like Cat Spencer. I like all the announcers.
Yeah, but what do you like about them?
Yeah.
I like them. They entertain me.
I know.
Why?
Do you like their voice? Do you like the rehashed
too.
radio jokes that they're all doing, that they're all normally written, and everyone in North America does the same jokes?
So
if you go
what
to
are-
Calgary, it's their version of Cat Spencer. He's doing the same jokes. Like, what do you
know that.
like?
So what are some of the jokes they've said on air since we can't re-listen to them because they don't record them like on a podcast.
I don't register them.
Do they drop the N-word a lot?
Bro, this guy remembers 10:07. He pulled up into the third floor, bro.
It's
He can't
annoying,
remember. He can't remember a joke he enjoyed, bro.
Because there's so many.
Okay, when's the last time you listened to Q whatever the fuck?
At my work, we have it on all day.
So you listened today.
What they talk about?
When's the last time you went to work, bro?
Last week.
When? Friday?
Or Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes.
What time?
Daytime, like 10 to 2.
10 to 2. Yeah. Between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., you listen to Q92?
Yes.
Okay. And
not by any choice. That's
okay.
what the boss
that's
on.
what was on. But what were they talking about?
Okay, mostly
you got mad, but that's like a valid question.
Hold on.
I'm genuinely
the
curious.
Format that radio stations go by. They play the first song, the second, the third. Every now and then they talk about events going on. It doesn't have to be jokes.
Wow, every now and then we talk about events, but the format is just intruders out of the office. By the way, for all the people who signed up to our Drink Coffee for Cock contest, we have a winner. It's your mom.
I do remember some. Oh, here, listen to this. I remember a conversation that Kat Spencer had with a woman who wanted to remain anonymous. Listen to this. It's interesting.
What's her name?
She was an airline stewardess. She didn't want to give her name. She didn't want to say what airline she worked for because it was confidential. She had to worry, or her airline.
No, but her name was what?
She didn't give it. Listen, this is important. Airlines spend a lot of time worrying, or her airline, the one she worked for, spent a lot of time worrying about if there may be human trafficking going on that plane.
Oh, they lost nights of sleep over that. They were worried if there's human trafficking happening on their plane.
I said that poorly. A primary source of concern that they have to look over when they look at their passengers.
Now, I would probably go as far as to say they're in on it.
And I would say if there's so much human trafficking happening in the plane, why don't they just add another aisle, reduce the traffic?
I don't work for the airlines. What do you want me to say?
You should have suggested that. Just add one more aisle, reduce the traffic, less congestion.
Damn.
It's not so much. By the way, let me add some information on that matter. It's not so much jokes. It's more like personal stories. You know,
such as.
Okay.
I'm curious to
do you know
hear...
who Natasha Gargiulo is? She used to be on Virgin?
Yes, I do.
She told a story. Okay, I'll narrate that story very well, I believe. I'll actually do a pretty good job. So she went to Saint-Sauveur with her daughter, and you guys know what a hot tub is? There were people that were doing when you're jumping and you're making all this big splashes, and the kids were not there, and she was asking callers, should you discipline the kids or should you just mind your own business?
Did you just describe a porno?
No.
What
there are kids. You're not supposed to be jumping up and down in a hot tub. It's supposed to be like a small pool.
Why not?
That's a great question.
Yeah. So one texter said it perfectly.
He's like, yeah.
You should. The ideal situation. First of all, it's not your place to discipline someone else's child.
Really?
First of all. Second of all, it should be up to the manager to. I don't remember what the third point was. The second point, it should be up to the manager of the establishment.
Hold on, bro. So you tell me this one lady called because she went to Saint-Sauveur and somebody's kid was splashing a fucking hot tub pool and she got upset and she called the radio?
Because Natasha, the announcer, was there with her daughter. And she was noticing that all the other kids her daughter was behaving by not making all that noise in the pool and the other kids were not. So they asked the public, some 60 texts came in. What should you do?
60 texts?
60. So
she saw Natasha Gargiulo and said, I'm going to call the radio station.
Natasha was retelling the story on the air. And then
she saw somebody else's kid misbehaving.
Yes. And she asked the public, what do you think?
What part of a kid in a pool is misbehaving?
You're jumping. You know when you're in a swimming pool and you jump and you make that big splash?
Okay,
You're supposed to do that. They were doing
Why not?
that. I was led to believe that it was kind of etiquette to not do that.
Who told you that?
You know what's proper etiquette to do in a pool?
Swimming.
Not shitting in the pool.
Not
obvious.
Not trying to drown someone in a pool.
Well,
which I learned the hard way, by the way. That's proper etiquette. But kids having fun in a pool is not a problem.
I have no opinion on this.
What's wrong with
I am
kids
repeating
splashing?
what was said on the radio, okay?
This is why they're going out of fucking business. This is why people don't like them. They're complaining.
No, this isn't the radio's fault. This is some asshole who complained.
No,
on
this
the
is
radio.
Natasha, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but
Natasha
someone complained to
Bajor.
her. She wasn't the one complaining.
She was the one who was in Saint Sever, and her daughter was there, and she was retelling the story of
Oh,
the
so she was
behavior of
complaining.
other kids.
So
Yes.
she was
complaining.
asking the
So that's why
public-
the radio is going out of business.
I can't believe these kids are having fun.
That's crazy. What do you? It's a kid. What do you want? You want to stand still, like a statue? It's a kid, not a statue.
A statuesque.
You know,
kid.
I cannot for the life of me understand one thing, okay? Cat Spencer is a well-known announcer, and he was on Mix 96, I'm sure
Yes.
you know, way back when. Why is
Cat
there,
in the Hat?
am I totally out to lunch? Would I be considered totally out to lunch when I say that your opinion and his must be very different? He's a well-known announcer, and he's on Q92, and he's a professional. The way you mock radio stations, it just makes it's mind-boggling. When I compare your opinion, i.e., you like to mock radio stations, and him,
I don't think he realizes that.
Yeah, I don't like to mock radio stations. I don't give a shit about radio stations.
I don't think he realizes that radio stations are a dying industry.
Yeah, I don't mock radio stations. That's
like-
like,
it's like-
that's like saying I'm mocking candle salesmen. What the fuck?
Let me ask you, bro. You still have satellite TV?
I don't have any TV.
Oh, why?
Well, like he lives in.
I
Boiler
wonder
Room.
why.
My mom has Videotron. I don't. So
How do you watch movies? Netflix? You don't live with your mother anymore. How do you watch
I
movies?
never asked her what her cable what her company.
How do you don't live with your mother anymore? How do you
I
watch movies?
press a button and it's all digital. I don't know
Oh,
how.
it's all digital. Oh, interesting. So you didn't install satellite TV to watch TV?
I don't know
It's
if
all
she did it,
digital.
and I honestly never asked. Never asked her. Okay. My nephew actually comes in if
No,
there's something
dude.
broken.
At home, when you go where you go to sleep.
Oh, with my landlord. I never asked him either.
Wait, what? You never
Okay.
learned how to use?
I never asked him what package he has. What I don't
what
ask.
package on Netflix? Does he not have Netflix?
Possible, but I never asked. Okay, I just asked him. Okay, what movie were you watching? I didn't ask him which. I didn't ask.
So you guys have date night together?
I mean, that's a valid question in this case.
Because the way he said it too, he just tells me what movie we're watching. It's like it's like
Let's
he
just
wears
do
the
it.
pants. It's like he wears the pants in the
It
relationship.
does sound like that.
You know what I mean? Like it sounds intimate.
It sounds so intimate.
Not
the way,
not even sexual. It just sounds intimate.
I hope
you
there
know?
may be a subliminal message. Do I still watch satellite TV? You're implying what by saying that?
That's the fact that you asked that after what he was saying shows that you're retarded.
Satellite TV is obviously a more modernized version of television.
Can't stand how fucked you are.
Oh man.
Why are you like this?
Okay, can I give you a reasonably good explanation? I never cared for all these products and services, so I don't care whether they come from the moon or a satellite or the fucking
So you
center
never
of the
cared.
earth.
So you never cared to learn about your surroundings and what's around you and how people
I just
use
watch
daily
the
devices.
TV of the people around what the people around me have. I don't go into details about wondering what they have. Does that make sense? Whatever they have, I'll watch.
It's a miracle you haven't fallen down a manhole. Not that kind of manhole. Hey.
I mean, he's gone. From what I understand, he's been in enough men's holes.
Yes. That's a different story for another time.
I gotta go to, but I've been in a woman hole.
No, you haven't.
No, you haven't. You tried, but you were
You
flaccid.
tried and you haven't. Okay, so when?
Never mind.
There's no ways.
That would make a good story if you have that.
Like the fact that you haven't been run over by a bus yet is it should be studied really. Like, do you think this is why I think sometimes like whatever you try to do in life, we always try to give meaning to life and shit. But the reality is there's no meaning. We're a species that's thriving for survival. And we made our life so easy that people like Adam can survive now. Because 100 years ago, he would have gotten caught in during the industrial times. Like, he probably would have got his head caught in a machine or some shit.
During
you know what
the
I mean?
industrial times.
No, the industrial revolution.
No,
you
I
know
know.
what
It's
I
just
mean?
funny to think about that.
Yeah, no.
Like 300 years ago, not 100.
Oh fuck me, bro. 300 years ago was not the industrial revolution, bro. It was in the
1700s, no? Well, there were various phases of it.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's not the worst thing you've done to us. So yeah, that's
Yeah, I guess. what was it,
Your
1908?
statement is valid except change 100 to 300. That's
Wasn't
all.
it 1908 or something, or 1898, the official date of the start of the Industrial Revolution or some shit? Anyways, somewhere in the really late 1800s and early 1900s.
I don't believe in the industry.
Neither do I. And then you ask yourself, does my life have meaning? Does it have purpose? It doesn't. The truth is, you're just a hypersexualized animal that has complex emotions.
Dare I use the word? Also add the word direction.
And and Adam is living proof of the fact that there is no purpose to anything that we do. There is no higher. There is no higher like, I have a cause. I exist for a reason. Nah, it's all bullshit. You exist because of biology.
He's not wrong.
Because if there was like what could be Adam's divine purpose on this planet? There's no way Adam is staying alive to achieve something. And yet he's on popular YouTube channel. He's on the intellectuals. You know what I mean? Popular podcast on the internet. You know, so you wonder like there really is no purpose.
Dumb. What's going on here? Adam, let me tell you.
Yes.
We love you. But at the same time, we kind of want to beat the shit out of you. And I'm speaking on behalf of everyone here in aisle 6. We'd love to take you to the back of this restaurant and beat the shit out of you.
I better make sure very clearly where aisle 6 is and stay away from it.
What?
What were you going to say?
Oh, beat. Okay.
What were you going to say?
It doesn't matter.
Say it.
It was sexual.
The R word? You want to sexually assault him?
R word? The ransack? What?
You want to run a train on Adam?
Maybe.
Adam?
I don't know what context
Adam, do you want to be a conductor?
I don't know what context of that.
Adam, do you want me to join my circuits into your anus?
No, thank you.
Too bad for you. Gonna do it anyway.
So yeah, there goes my rant of just try to enjoy life because clearly there's no purpose.
I feel like there is a purpose, but not like the purpose is try to live. I mean, it's not a real purpose.
Well,
We're giving it purpose.
Our sole purpose as a species is to reproduce.
Okay, you're saying that now because you're trying to rectify your mistakes. But no, it isn't. No, it isn't. You piece of shit. No, it isn't. No,
and to advance the species, right? And to keep it and to evolve and to become more powerful and take over more space and take over more, you know.
No, that's just something I don't think there is a purpose. I think that's just something we've given ourselves to try to say. There's no purpose. We just gave ourselves a purpose.
Is the answer to that question not kind of based on how much we know about philosophy? Not everybody knows.
Oh, fuck me. Actually, no, that was a good question, actually. I don't know why.
It is based. That's what I'm saying. It's
actually,
all subjective.
Yeah, it is based in philosophy.
Because we're just saying, like, oh, that's our purpose. We don't really have a purpose unless.
Well, that's what I was trying to say.
They don't have a purpose. So you try to find one. For you, Adam, your purpose is to gamble and jerk off in a boiler room, and come do a podcast.
Have you ever been, but for real, have you ever thought to yourself, like, this is my purpose in life?
I'm going to answer your question.
Have you ever looked
indirectly.
for a purpose? Have you ever looked for a purpose?
You can tell that that's the case when you're doing something that motivates you, you know? Something you like.
So all your life you've done...
I haven't had too many raisons d'être. You understand my you know what I mean? I haven't had something that's been propelling me far. You know what? I got to think. I know I mentioned umpteen times. I did work for my father, and there was a time when he was doing well, you know? So, you know, yeah, that could be one.
He was doing well before you got to him.
Yeah. It's interesting. So you never ask yourself, like, what's my purpose? Why am I here? Never ask yourself.
I read a book by a guy named Krishnamurti. I remember his name, the name of the author of a book. I got through maybe 6 pages and it confused the hell out of me. I tried to understand philosophy. Maybe that'll kind of clue you in as to why it's hard for me to answer.
Look,
those
I read about
questions.
15 words and I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, I get it now. You know what? I got my answer to my question. I got my answer to my question, bro.
We all did.
Shit.
Adam, have you met any new friends lately?
No.
That's a shame.
Well, there's a few people, maybe 2 or 3 that I met at a certain unnamed bar.
Was this bar in St. Catherine East?
Yes.
Obviously. That's why it shall remain unnamed.
Interesting. Very interesting. That you like to go in St. Catherine East at an unnamed bar.
Why is St. Catherine East unnamed bar? Like, there's so many other places you can go to, like
It's a
straight
sports
bars.
bar.
But what's but the sport is
Okay,
sword
so
fighting.
we know what bar it is.
Yeah.
Well,
You just by you saying that. Like casual sport, bro.
No, it's not like casual sport. It's
that's for me to know and you to find
it's
out.
Station de Sport.
Whatever.
It's right beneath a very prominent gay nightclub.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to this gay nightclub?
No.
Good answer.
So he likes to go to.
I mean, he likes to have fun. He's just a dude who likes to have fun.
Oh, you know what, guys? I was talking to a person I hadn't seen in about 10 years, and he was kind of, you know how some people like to be this big brother role? You know what I mean?
Big bear.
Big brother.
They
like
call
a
it Big
guru.
Bear.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, he's a bear.
And he told me, you know, I've seen you in your stage. I've seen you in the phases of your life where you're like, you have confidence and you think you own the world and you have this great feeling.
And
I've seen you in these shitty situations whereby you're getting scanned by some Indian woman, Indian man, let's say. Never mind
let's say it
specifics.
was an Indian man.
Excuse me.
But he always sees the back of your head.
My point being, he made reference to a time. This was a bar that no
Where
longer
you were
exists,
virile.
Where you were delicious.
When I was very good at pool and I really had confidence and I like, man, this guy's gonna fucking kick ass. So I'll use that as an answer. That gave me a bit of a purpose.
I have a question for you right now. You just opened up a can of worms for all of us.
Sure.
You've mentioned this on numerous occasions that you were very good at pool. You stopped playing. Do you think if we would come with you and you get to practice repeatedly, you think you get back to your prime pooling?
Possibly.
This is interesting. He'd be if he's amazing at pool, we
the
can make a
word-
lot of money
but
with
the
him
word speaks
because
for
he does
itself.
not look good.
You can't compare the
I
way
mean,
that I
both-
played.
in both
we're
ways,
talking,
in both
listen,
sense of the
guys,
word.
we're in 2025. We're talking 2007, 2008, many years ago. So, just please bear that in mind.
And did you enjoy receiving this attention from other men while you were good at pool?
Oh,
Was this bar
Only the
also in
guy
St.
that-
Catherine East?
No, it was on Sherbrooke. Only this guy that was telling me, I enjoyed receiving the attention because it made me think that there is a way to have a positive demeanor about
There is.
oneself.
I mean, right now you do because when people talk to us about the intellectuals, they love you.
Yep.
But the only thing people get upset about is that you don't have enough. Like, you're not making enough new friends. You don't have any dating stories. You're not socializing.
You're
That's
not
the only
taking
thing
care of yourself.
Yeah, that's the only thing they're
You
complaining
don't groom
about.
yourself properly, which, by the way, I feel like you did an okay job.
You did an okay job this
Thank
time.
On
You
your
did a good job.
beard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're not
You know
the
what?
first
I
person
like
who
seeing
said that.
progress, and me and Poseidon, being as how we're fair lords, we will grant you this. We must compliment you. You are
Yeah.
doing improvements.
The neck hair
Has improved.
on your neck looks like a Pontiac Firebird symbol from
Which is
the
cool.
80s,
Yeah.
which is cool.
I've been told you look like a werewolf. Well, it seems that there's a commonality between.
Who told you
one-
you look like a werewolf?
This guy that I used to know.
There was a lot. Did you hear the way he said that? There was a
boy.
lot of memories in that.
Yeah, that one didn't end well for you.
Wow. Damn.
Has there been like the one that got away? Are there people that you wish you had kept in your life that you sadly you lost? I don't mean death. I mean like
They didn't
because of
wanna
bad
associate with
decisions.
me?
They didn't want to associate. Maybe someone that broke your heart. You broke their heart. Like, has there been a lot?
Not for that reason. Sometimes you just drift apart with someone, right? Your answer is right, but in a different context.
Oh, Poseidon.
That was my dad. I'm gonna call him after. I think he finally got a cell phone. Bro, you wanna laugh? Sorry, I know we're interrupting what Adam was saying, but
It's fine.
my dad, over $40 a month, I think they charge him
Yeah, you
$2
told me
extra,
this.
and he got mad. I didn't say it on a podcast, so he got mad that they charged him $2 extra, and he's like, "Fuck you! I'm canceling my cell phone line."
think
The
you
problem
did
is
say
I'm
this on
not
the
totally
podcast.
against him.
I'm not against him either, but like for $2, whatever, bro.
It's the
And then
principle.
I get it. I get that it's the principle, but like choose your battles
Yeah,
first.
you're right. Yeah.
Second, he goes, now there's only one way to communicate with me. Skype.
Bro, he's too funny. But Skype doesn't even have. Skype just canceled their phone
2
stuff.
days later.
Yeah.
I see on the news that Skype is gonna be shutting down, bro.
way.
Bro, I sent it to my brothers and we're dying of laughter, bro. We're like, this guy is he's such a cartoon character.
That's 10 years ago. What's
Honestly, that's
Skype.
objectively hilarious.
It's but it's so him. It's so cartoony. My dad, we're like, I'm gonna do this, and then like it doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's wild.
It's like,
Bro, this guy decides to join Skype, and they're like, "Yeah, no, we don't want to Skype anymore."
that's crazy. Anyways,
You
go
remember
back
that
to your story
episode
of the one that got away. You were talking about.
I just want to share a little joke. Do you remember that episode of Seinfeld when the soup Nazi, no soup for you? Remember that?
We all do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No
it's part of our
Skype for
fun.
you.
You know
That's
what?
actually-
That's actually good for you.
That's actually kind of funny.
and it makes sense with this.
That's actually kind of funny.
yeah. So
My dad is very Costanza-esque. Don't you find?
Yeah, he's Costanza. I already told you this. He's a different kind. He's the modern day psychotic Costanza.
Yeah.
100%.
Or is the Costanza from like the 60s? Or like
60s. He's 60 standards.
well, because Seinfeld was what, in the 80s? It was set in the 80s, the 90s?
90s.
90s. So he's Costanza from
I like
the
how
70s.
like Costanza was set. Yeah.
My dad's Costanza from the 70s.
Your dad's can't stand ya. Can't stand ya.
Anyway, so we're talking about the one that got away from you, Adam?
Oh,
Yeah, who got away?
well, here's the thing. Do you spend much time thinking about people that are not in your environment anymore? I mean,
Not
they're
much
off
time, but
my-
it could happen. I'm not retarded. Like I'll remember. I have memories.
I'm not
These
gonna go
friends
into
you meet,
specific-
these friends you meet in the sports bar in St. Catherine East. What are some of the activities that you enjoy doing with them?
Well, I'll tell you what. Not
said
many,
everything. You said
not
everything
many
by
because
not
we,
saying anything.
We call on we talk to each other on the phone. Like, we see each other at the bar. You know what I mean?
Oh, do
So
you when
they're
you
not
talk
like
to them on the phone? Are you laying down on your belly with your elbows and swinging your feet behind you?
No.
That was just funny.
Are you like on the phone and you're drawing little hearts?
Oh yeah, do Adam? I've never seen you be romantic. Do you have a romantic bone in you?
It needs to be developed.
So that's a no. You're saying that you're actively saying that you don't
I
have.
did,
did.
but I just haven't been exposed to love, the proper love, not this bullshit.
How do you know? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
bullshit?
What bullshit
So what,
love
you
have you
think
been
I've never
exposed to?
dated a woman in my whole life?
I never asked you that. What we said is
I'm figuring that you would discern that because I have.
But wait,
and I
what's
have.
this? Hold on, what's this bullshit?
then yeah, talk to us about that. That's what we're asking you. We're
Oh.
saying the opposite.
Okay, let me give
What's
you a
this
clear
bullshit?
answer.
Yeah.
If the last relationship I had was, my God, close to 20 years ago,
Yes.
can you kind of discern the fact that it's a little rusty, my knowledge of being
Okay.
romantic?
You're not listening to what we're saying. You're jumping the gun. We're saying is that, let's say 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Describe how that was to us. What did you feel? What did you think? How did you talk? That's what we're trying to tap into.
Well, I've got an interesting story about
There we
a
go.
woman that I was dating. She actually wanted to marry me. She was 21 and I was 26.
All right. Tell us more about this guy.
Why it didn't work? I'll tell you why it didn't work. First of all, you don't really ask that after having dated somebody for, you could, but I didn't find it comfortable after 2-3 months.
This was 3
This
months
was
in
in
the
the year
relationship. Yeah,
2004.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so you
21
found
years ago.
someone crazier than you.
And another crazy thing, she couldn't spell she thought my name was spelled Adim. She was not bright. I'm not joking, guys.
Adam. Adam.
This
And
was
wait, was she foreign?
Pardon me?
Was she foreign?
Oh, I thought you said foreign.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what it
Oh,
said.
well, she lived in Toronto, so kind of.
Well, that's
What was
not-
her
Foreign
nationality?
province.
I'm gonna kill
What
you.
was her nationality? You piece of
Mulatto. She was native Indian. I don't, several different nationalities. You know what a mulatto is, right? She wasn't black. She wasn't white. She
That's
was
not a nationality.
Oh,
Adam.
I
That's
see.
not. That's the oh my
Native
God.
Indian then. Native Indian. To the best of my knowledge, we didn't go into details.
Native
It sounds
American.
like she wasn't native, but she was Indian.
Wait, Native American?
Like, Cree, Dene, like the reserve, that kind of Native Indian.
You're saying that she was one of the indigenous peeps.
Thank you.
Are you sure about
Her
that? Like
first
when
name-
she said she was Indian, she didn't
Unless
misunderstand?
She lied to me.
No, I think she told you the truth that she was Indian. I think you misunderstood what type.
No.
Wait, we'll know if she was indigenous or not. Was she like? Did she look like she was trying to squint but wasn't exactly squinting?
don't remember.
Yes or no? It's a
Did
yes
she
or no
always
answer.
look at you in a
That never
suspicious
crossed my
tone?
mind.
Because like Asians from the east, like Chinese, Vietnamese, all these E's, they look like they're always squinting. They're always looking at you like they're always looking like they're giving you a dirty look, kind of like they're
Okay,
But,
my
like,
answer
was
is
she-
simple. I don't remember.
But did she look like she was trying to squint but couldn't?
I don't remember.
Because I feel like that's the best way.
Okay, I have ears, I have eyes, I have senses. I said, what nationality are your ancestors for? Or your, Native Indian. Well,
That's
hello,
what you asked her?
Native Indian, yes.
Yeah, because they're native to India.
Yeah, there's no such thing as native Indian from here. Although in 100 years we'll be
They'll
seeing
be
a
native.
different-
People
we'll
that
be
come
seeing
from
a different-
reserves?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Those are indigenous
Indigenous.
people. Yeah, those are First Nations people.
Yeah.
What's the difference between native and indigenous?
Well, they're not Indian. The
The difference is
Indians
the
are
Indian
from
part.
India.
Yeah.
But I didn't say Indian like, come again. I said India like, woo, that kind of Native Indian.
So what's the difference between them? One is come again, the other is woo.
Do you remember there was an episode of The Simpsons going back to the 90s? And there was I think he was an Indian actor and he was
I have a question. Did you ever kiss this woman?
Hank Azarian.
Yes.
It's not Indian.
Did she smell like alcohol?
no.
She's not native.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is, okay, I'm sure there are people that are of native ancestry that didn't necessarily grow up on reserves. You're going to ask me, did you grow up in a reserve?
I was not going to ask you that.
Okay. Well, I wanted to.
You know
tell
why I
that.
was not going to ask you that? Because you're clearly speaking about an Indian woman from the country of India.
Who was reserving her? Did she have a red dot on her
Oh my
forehead?
God, no. No, she didn't.
So no one was trying to assassinate her. That's good to know.
guys are too much. Now,
Nah.
your question about was she a foreigner? Well,
I mean,
are Native Indians foreigners? I don't know.
Again, they're not. The Aboriginals, they're not Native Indian. They're you could say Native American
Yeah.
or
First Nations, Amerindian. There's a whole bunch of different words.
no,
that
there's
describe
no
them.
Native Indian. It's Native American,
Okay,
Aboriginal,
Okay.
Indigenous.
fine. I didn't know. I didn't know that there was a specific set of words. I thought they all come from under the same umbrella.
I mean, India is a country. They keep scamming you. How do you not know the difference?
Yeah, for real.
Because natives have tribes.
I know. What does that do with anything?
And Indians from India don't. I don't understand.
They have. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's their
Panicking.
skin color's different. The way they look is different.
You tell him. Yeah, you tell him.
Was this Aboriginal? Like, what did she look like? Describe her to us.
Okay.
We want to know your type.
Okay. I have a friend. It's not polite to talk behind people's back, but
You're not talking
he's-
about. You're just describing a woman,
he-
bro.
Okay. He's from one of the Caribbean islands,
It's a he. Okay.
and he's mulatto. He reminds me a little bit of her. He's not black. He's not white. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Like this? Did she look like this?
No.
So she kind of she spent a little too much time in the tanning salon, is what you're trying to say.
All right. Hold on.
No, but can you describe her physically? Did she have?
I don't remember what
long-
she looks like.
What do you mean, bro? You remember
20
the exact
years ago.
You remember the exact second you walked into the third floor comedy club, bro? Don't lie to me.
Because it was 2 days ago.
Was her hair long? Was
So, Adam, what about this? Did she look like this?
I remember she had blue eyes.
No. Okay.
the one?
Actually, the one on the left, completely.
Okay, she
Little
looked-
left.
This one?
A little bit. A
yeah.
little
So
bit.
she had long black hair.
Okay.
She had blue eyes.
Okay,
Don't ask me
good.
why, but she
What?
had blue eyes.
I don't know why that would be a thing, but okay. So at least now we know what she looked like.
So she wasn't fully Native American. She was like half, probably Quebecois, half Native.
Do I know? I never went that deep into her.
So now that everyone knows what she looks like, that's perfect.
Did she have black hair, blonde hair,
Black.
long?
Yeah.
Was
It
long?
looks. Yeah, you're right. Though. What can I
You
say?
weren't far, you
Definitely.
weren't far.
Yeah, we're not far from this. Yeah, definitely. Definitely an indigenous person. What can I say?
Was she tall, short,
Average
Was she
eyes.
short? Tall?
average height? Did she have a nice ass, big tits? What? Like, describe the woman. You're not talking behind her back. If anything, you're complimenting her.
You are complete. You are.
Was she
giving her-
overweight?
Slightly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Remember, this relationship lasted, 4 months? Oh, yeah, and by the way, I don't know if I ever talked about this on the air. I went to Toronto every second week. So that's what our relationship entailed.
You drove there?
Yes.
Nice.
Let me ask you a
Sometimes
question.
the
bro.
train, sometimes I drove.
Did she get you to buy cigarettes for her?
Did you buy cigarettes for her or from her? Because that's a big dead giveaway.
Oh yeah. On what native
No,
it
she
is?
was she was pretty independent.
Mm,
She never
sounds like
had
it's
you
a
get
thought.
anything for her.
McDonald's once for her.
Did she ever give you any gift?
I don't remember.
Okay. She didn't give you a gift ever.
She just pegged you, right?
We went to a bar. She bought me a drink. If that's what
Okay. Did she ever ask for the gift back?
it makes no sense. She's buying me a drink. What? I'm going to give you back the drink.
But did she ever say like, "Hey, I bought you a drink. Please buy me a drink"?
Or hey, I bought your drink. Eat my pussy out.
No. Hey, I bought you a
No.
drink. Can I have a drink too? Did she ever say that?
No.
No. Okay.
Did she drink a lot?
Not much.
I mean, it does. Everything you're telling us does make it sound like it's a dot Indian.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Well, didn't you kind of make yourself really stupid? You showed me a picture of her, and I said that looks a lot like her.
So Adam, tell me about these friends you make in St. Catherine East.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
We sit next to each other. One of the guys actually ordered a drink for me.
Oh, they
Bought me
did. He
some
did.
Food. He bought me some.
Really?
Yeah, a very very compassionate person, and what
Interesting.
can I say?
And what else do you enjoy doing with? What do they? Did they try to get you to hang out after? Or?
You know, I'll tell you what. One thing that's actually on his mind. You've heard
On
of-
his mind.
Have you ever heard of Dale Carnegie self-help book? It produced millions of copies.
No, but
How
whatever.
to Make Friends. He wrote the wealthiest American of 1936. He wrote a book on self-help. So he's into these books. How to look good. There's 3 words: integrity, honesty, and how to judge yourself to make sure authenticity.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think with you lying every week about certain details, you think you're being authentic, and you think you have integrity by?
I heard I saw the recording of our last episode. Okay. I don't fit the profile of a liar. I fit the profile of a person
that was
who
a lie.
twists words, doesn't express himself. Because some of them will
Isn't that what liars do?
You're a poor narrator.
Isn't that what liars do?
Compulsive liars.
I didn't call you a compulsive liar. I called you a liar. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
don't
doesn't
think
matter.
so,
It doesn't
you
matter.
know?
You're never gonna admit to being wrong, anyways. So what else, what other activities you like to do with these gentlemen
Yeah. What kind of gentleman activities do you do?
at La Station de Sport?
I was talking about a gentleman that bought me a drink once. He bought me some chicken wings. He gave me
Yeah.
some of his chicken wings.
And what, do you go hang out with them after? Or?
We talked about it, but for now it's just been I see him at the bar.
And every time you go to the bar, they buy you food.
Well, not every time. But he's a very very generous man.
Yeah,
He works. I'm not going to tell you
I bet
because
he
it's
is.
personal, but he works for the government.
I bet he
Got a
gives
good job.
Oh,
Oh,
government?
he's dating government employees. Ah,
That's
joining the
interesting.
dark side. Okay.
he works for the government. What does he do in the government?
That's privileged information.
I have a feeling I know who it is.
You do know a lot of gay government employees.
Well, I mean, don't we all?
Yeah, I think Justin doesn't count as a government employee anymore. As of this week,
yeah. Speaking of Justin Trudeau, did you see the picture of him leaving the House of Commons with his tongue out?
And his chair that he stole.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. At this
He's
point,
walking away. He's like, I fucked up the country.
I mean, it's the least damage she's ever done was that.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually get into a subject that we got into a few episodes ago. You brought it up, Poseidon, on the air that the city of Montreal, I think their revenue is 6.6 billion and their expenses are 8 or something. They lose money, right? Now, I am dying from a business, from any common sense / business sense. I don't care. How does the city not go bankrupt if it costs them more money to operate than they make?
I feel like we've been saying this for a long time.
Because the government just prints more money.
Not the city of Montreal, maybe the federal, but not
Yeah, the city of Montreal can't print money. They know how to lose it, though.
You guys are gonna. I mean, you're trying to make it funny, but I have.
We're not. We're literally
Oh.
answering your question. How they're stupid and they're misusing funds. That's what's always been on our
The mayor
mind.
should go to jail because only the federal government can print money, not the city government.
Well, they're not printing money. They're just wasting money that's being printed.
Yeah, they're wasting money that's being printed. Technically, she hasn't done anything illegal. She was just bad at her job. She can't go to prison for that.
Unless they owe a whole bunch of money to the bank and the bank just lets the loan slide and charge more interest. That's a good question, eh?
I mean, to be fair, what should happen is that the federal government should step in and be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? This is crazy. How are you wasting everyone's cash like this?" But they won't do it. You know why? Because they're all corrupt.
Bro, when you see them shoveling bike paths, it's you know they're too far gone. Like it's crazy, bro. Completely nuts. And then you have people like they want to walk on the sidewalk, they can't. They're walking in the middle of the street because they're too busy shoveling bike paths. And then when these people walk on the bike paths, because that's the only thing they shoveled, the few lunatic cyclists that bicycle in the winter get mad at them. But like, where do you want me to walk, bro? The snow is fucking waist deep on the sidewalk.
Do you guys want to hear a crazy piece of information?
You
No
didn't give a
joke.
fuck about anything.
I do, but I want to hear more about your love life.
I just don't know how to answer. It's sickening. I know it's sickening.
Your love life.
No, the way the city runs.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're listening.
I heard, and I don't remember who contributes money to who, but apparently the licensing bureau, the SAAQ, I think they take some of the money from that, like your bus fare, right? The fees.
The STM, you mean?
The STM, the fees that you pay the STM as a transit user. I think it's either the money goes to the SAC or the SAC subsidizes it. I think the SAC subsidizes it.
The SAC subsidizes what?
The STM or the
Well,
other
no,
way
the STM has money, bro.
Yeah.
But there was
And even they lose money.
Yeah. They're all bad at their money. They're all bad at making money, keeping money. They're just very good at spending other people's money.
I was talking about this with someone is when everything is controlled by what's the word I'm looking for? Unions.
Yes.
I think I remember. I'm
That's what
sorry to cut you
happens.
off, but it's kind of important. Some of the money that the STM charges goes to the SAQ.
Yes, of course.
That's an insult. You know, I've never driven a car. I'm thinking of the mindset that says I've never driven a car my whole life. I pay the bus. My money goes to the SAAQ. That makes no sense.
Well, to be fair, I drive a car and I'm paying for your bike paths. That's just how it goes.
That's how taxes work.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I thought of something kind of interesting, and I got credit from the person on principle, but it has a lot of flaws. Listen to this, guys.
I bet it does.
If you live in Montreal and you own a property, and hence you pay property tax to the city, your STM fare should be 50%. They don't. You know what I mean? Let's just say I don't own a property, but if you own a property, you pay the city. So the city considers as a source of the revenue. So the STM should charge you half or nothing.
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't
Why?
make sense at all.
They're
Why?
two separate businesses and entities technically on paper, even though it goes to the same place.
Well,
They're two separate things. Yeah.
Well, because
They
both,
work together.
Yeah,
just established that the SAC is involved.
they're both different wings of the government.
Yes, exactly.
Let's say, okay, but they're completely separate entities. Why does that doesn't make any sense? And if you own a property, usually
so
you have a
you
car.
want the city up your ass in two ways: taxing you on your property and the STM. You know,
We don't want them in any ways. We want them reduced as much as possible.
That was my suggestion.
Really, you draw the line at the STM charging $2 fees per ticket fare? Have you lost your goddamn fucking mind? You fucking idiot.
The amount that they steal from us?
The amount that they fucking take from us in taxes every year, really? It's the fucking 50 cents on the bus fare? Are you whacked out, bro? Are you fucking cracked? This is insane.
Adam, explain your thoughts.
Okay. You know what? Let me use some very layman's terms logic here. Everyone has a different way of rationalizing a given subject matter. You know, that's what do you want me to tell you? Why are there people like a certain? Okay, I always call him the unnamed person. There's a certain unnamed person that I don't want to have anything to do with. The guy that caused me a lot of harm. You know how many times that guy got on the bus without paying, jumped the metro, and all that bullshit?
What's that have to do with anything, bro?
Do you not see that there are people who can't afford to take the metro? That's
You
all.
didn't say a guy who can't afford it. You said a guy who's stealing. He stole from you and he stole from this metro. It's not like he can't afford it.
Well, I see him. You know, he's in such a shitty situation that he can't afford to take the metro.
I thought you told me he wasn't. I thought he robbed everyone. He took your money.
And despite that, he still had to jump the metro. So, you know.
No, what I'm saying is you said that, is he in a bad situation or is he a thief?
Well, Those two things have nothing to do with each other, but both apply.
No, but if he took all your stuff, right, and you could still ride the metro, why couldn't he if he already has your income?
Maybe just
Maybe it was a lousy thief, you know? Maybe the moment he got money, but
like you.
if you guys don't see the picture I'm painting, then I don't know what to say. There are people who cannot afford. I've seen it. I've seen people jump the metro. You know what?
You know that not everyone that jumps the
let me
metro
tell you a
is
crazy
because they
story.
can't afford it.
You know, it's a better idea to mind your own business, and I did it. But I wanted, actually, there was one time, the guy selling tickets inside the booths, I said, did you see that guy in front of your eyes? He jumped the metro, and he says, yeah, for security reasons, we're told not to get involved.
Of course.
What a fucking wacko world we live in. In the old times, I
Why is that
remember
a
guy
wacko world?
following me
So
and
hold
saying,
on.
sir, you haven't
That's
paid.
wacko.
You need to pay.
Yeah, because you're a fucking retard. No one's scared of you,
This is
dude.
like 10 years ago. I remember, I even remember where it was. Snowden Metro, 5:30 in the morning. They had that, what is it called? The gate was open. And I just walked in and the guy says, Monsieur, j'appelle la sécurité. You know, like.
And then what'd you do?
I wimped out. I bought the
Exactly.
ticket. But you guys
That's why he came up to you. But if you were a real man
I'm
like
not
those
gonna live
children,
knowing.
you would have
Keep
just walked
walking.
away.
Well, it is illegal. You can't get a fine. He can't call the inspectors. But you guys get my point?
It's just frowned upon.
I'm saying that
You know what
because
you
of
are?
all these people that don't take them, that cannot or don't want to pay, I think it's more like they can't.
You know what you are?
What?
You're a horse.
You're a whore.
You're a horse that we tied to a flimsy little post.
Yeah.
And we tell you, you can't move. You're tied up. And you go, okay, I'm tied up. Meanwhile, you could just destroy the post. Do you understand the what I'm trying to say here?
Well, sort of.
Okay, that explains a lot. Anyways, I've been watching Dune: The Prophecy on Crave.
Is it any good?
It's very good. I enjoyed it. There's no woke bullshit in it. They really even the new House of the Dragon. There's not really any woke shit in it. They're both very feminist shows. It's all about strong, feminine women in charge. Which
Feminine.
I like.
They're not masculine?
Not at all. Which I like. I actually like because like they're sticking to, you know, the problems of, you know, being a queen and giving birth and like being a queen and you got to have children and you got to be a mother at the same time. Like it's kind of cool. Like it's actually cool. Like they didn't fill it with woke shit and girl power. You know what I mean? They're just showing what it is. You know what I mean?
I like it.
And the complications of life of being a woman like in the Middle Ages. And anyways, all this to say, I watched Dune Prophecy. I think was it 1 or 2 seasons? I think it was 1 season. And House of the Dragon is at 2 seasons. I've been watching, I come to the conclusion that Dune is just Game of Thrones, but in space.
Okay, it is. It is. It's Game of Space.
You understand? It's the same drama that happens, the same politics, just in space. And I have a lot of questions for George R.R. Martin because I'm sure he read Dune and he took a lot of notes. I'm not saying he ripped them off, but I'm just saying he took a lot of notes. A lot of notes.
You think it's possible because he was struggling on creating a story.
Look, not in the sense of like, look, they're both unique stories in the sense, and they kind of have nothing to do with each other in the sense that like.
But you feel like he ripped off all
Game
of the
of
notes.
Thrones. Game of Thrones has dragons, you know. Like Dune is technologically advanced. They have nukes. They're in space. They have space suits. They have, you know, they're from different. They go planet to planet. But
Yeah.
at the base of Dune and at the base of Game of Thrones, why we enjoy these movies and shows so much is because of the political drama and complications between the characters and how all the character stories kind of intertwine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you just take that aspect alone and put them side by side, they are exactly identical. Dune works.
Well, it's
with,
just a space opera.
yeah,
But
Dune-
isn't that what Star Wars is too? Star Trek and Star Wars.
Yeah, but those are a little bit different. Star Wars is different from Dune. I find very different. You know, but you know, like okay, Game of Thrones has the Maesters. Dune has the Mentats.
Mentats, like men
Mentats.
tattoos?
They're Mentats. They're human computers, basically.
Okay. And
You know,
and
because-
what do you call them? The
because-
shysters?
The Maesters.
Okay. They're
They
like
got that in Game of Thrones.
what do the Maesters do? Just if I could guess.
Well,
do they have
in
do
both
they loan money?
Well, in
at
both
interest?
in Dune, the Mentats, they have all human knowledge in their brain and they do really fast calculations. In Game of Thrones, the Maesters, they have access to all this knowledge. They don't do super fast calculations because math isn't at the forefront. You know, they're not doing any space travel in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
But they have all the information. They're constantly they constantly go to maesters for advice and what to do medically and blah blah blah. Same thing with the kind of similar to the Mentats in Dune. You have different houses. You know, you have House Stark, House Targaryen, House what's the lion one, bro? House Lannister. You have all these different houses and all these different factions, and you got the same exact thing in Dune. You got fucking the Harkonnens, House Harkonnen. You have House I was gonna say Aristotle, but it's not. It's House whatever the fuck, bro. The fucking kid, bro. That was the fucking Dune guy, bro, in the Dune movies. What was his fucking?
Charlemagne.
Yeah, but what's the name of his house? The character.
House Stark.
You have House Corino, House. You know, so
A lot of homes.
If you look at at a base level, if you put them side by side, and you take out space travel, and you take out dragons, they are exactly the same in terms of the politics that go on. In terms of how they fight, they both fight with swords, even in Dune, because they don't accept thinking machines in Dune. You're not allowed to have that technology. They do have some technology like shields and stuff that help. Yeah, they do have guns and shit. But at the base level, they have their swordsmen, they have their gunmen, you know, kind of like how in Game of Thrones they have their swordmen and their crossbowmen and their archers. If you look at that, they fight kind of the same way. It's very, very, very similar if you put them side by side. And I'm pretty sure online people will agree with me.
I'm pretty sure online they probably narrowed it down and be like, "This son of a bitch."
They probably people figured it out before me, but it's because the only reason I noticed is because I watched them both back to back. Like I watched Dune Prophecy, and then right after I started watching House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Son of a bitch! It's the same fucking thing." It felt like I was just watching Dune, just without the space. Like it felt at the base level exactly the same.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's super similar.
Yeah. What else I want to talk about? Dragon Age Veilguard.
Yes,
Okay.
finally. Poseidon wanted to talk about video
Yeah.
games.
So
Adam, get ready.
I'm ready. I was into that stuff 30 years ago, but no problem.
shut your whore
Keep
mouth.
talking shit.
I don't understand how you can bastardize what's it
A
called?
beloved franchise.
A franchise at this point.
Like it's almost on purpose.
The Darkspawn. I was looking. I'm playing the game, and first of all, like, look, woke shit aside. Okay. First of all, the game forces you to select what are the pronoun? It forces you to select a pronoun. Like fuck you. All the characters in the character creation are all
Can fuck you be your pronouns?
no. It's either she, her, him, her, or him. Whatever the fuck.
Either you leave it completely
them.
open or not at all, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have to join.
It forces
into
you
your stuff. Yeah.
It forces you to choose, which is fucked up. Every character creation model, whether female or male, they all kind of look ambiguous. They don't really look like one thing or the other. They just kind of look like they all look like they have a mix of masculine and feminine to them, which I find weird. And even like I tried to make my character creation like more masculine.
You're like, little lady, be a lady.
And like it kind of like at some point like I tried to make him look young, but he kind of looked like a lady, kind of looked ladylike, and he kind of stands like a lady with his legs closed. Like it's so weird. Like
If you pick a chick, they make her look trans, and if you pick a guy, they make him look gay.
yeah,
I don't
like,
know why
it's
they
weird.
force that shit on people.
It's so weird. It's so weird, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that notices. So look, I get it. They're trying to do this woke shit. I don't give a fuck. You do you, boo. But we're gonna get to the gameplay and the substance of the game.
Oh boy.
First of all,
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Age Inquisition came out 2014, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
It is a better game in terms of combat, in terms of, first of all, skills don't make any sense. Skills don't really make any sense. Yeah, I guess they tried to make them cool. And it feels like you can't jump over a staircase to jump on the bottom floor. Like they put these weird invisible walls everywhere. The fighting, when you jump, the animation looks weird. It looks like your character's kind of having an aneurysm, and like they really made it look like a Disney movie. Like the graphics And I was like, are they catering to kids, basically? Is this like an introduction to RPGs for retarded 8-year-olds? You know? That's the first question I'm asking myself. And then there's all these weird colors. Like, and RPGs have always had colors, but I feel like it's very pronounced, very childlike, like neons, like you're stepping into an arcade. You know what I mean? Remember like Chuck E. Cheese and all this shit? It feels like that. Feels like I'm walking into a Toys R Us in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I get it, it's fine. But the whole point of the Dragon Age franchise is that it's dark and gloomy. It's not this bright, oh, let's go, guys. Let's go on an adventure, guys. And slay these Darkspawn and these evil wizard elves and these... You know, like it's a fucking like there's.
All right, gang, let's just suck each other's lady cocks before we go into battle with those dark and I don't mean it because they're black or anything. No, I just mean because they're bad.
You know, like oh yeah.
Look at my giant lady cock.
And like yeah, they're all weirdly sexually ambiguous. It's all weird, you know, and like the dwarf, which you know historically in RPGs, dwarfs. Even the female, they're kind of ugly because they're dwarves.
The dwarves.
But like the female dwarf at the beginning of the story is like hotter than the human female mage.
I think you should have a thing for dwarves.
You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. And anyways, like you know, I have to like my erection. Like I have to like you know, I have to compartmentalize.
I can't keep playing if this hard on doesn't subside.
But where I drew the fucking line is you get to a point where you encounter Darkspawn. And in the Dragon Age franchise, Darkspawn are basically the
George Floyd.
They're the stop it. They're the orcs of that universe.
I was right.
You bastard. And bro, I get to the point. I see. I'm fighting creatures. I'm like, are these Darkspawn? There's no way. Like they look goofy.
They come out. It's like, are these Darkspawn? Like, hi, we're the Darkspawns. Go Darky.
No, but like they used to attack you. You know, they would charge at you. They had weapons and shit. Oh my god! And then like these Darkspawn, they're kind of running like that, like they're zombies, but they were never.
Were
zombies.
they never zombies?
They were never zombies. The Darkspawn were never zombies. You know what I mean? And like their eyes are glowing red. I'm like, okay, I'm tripping. And then like you know the famous ogre that you fight, the Darkspawn ogre,
Jorge,
that you fight in the Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 and
it's the same guy.
No, Dragon Age Inquisition. No, it's a certain class of.
Okay. I thought it was like the same fucking.
No, it's like a bigger. It's like the biggest Darkspawn there is.
What's his name?
It's called an ogre.
Just
Google Darkspawn ogre.
I know an ogre is okay.
And bro, I get to
an ogre. It's like Shrek.
I get
a sculpt.
No, they call it an ogre, but it doesn't look like an ogre. It's just a really big Darkspawn. Anyways, just type it in. You'll see what I'm talking about. Bro, they fucking. And I fight one of these things.
Mm-hmm.
It says Darkspawn ogre. I'm like, bro, did they fucking molest the design of Darkspawn? Bro, Darkspawn, look at the other games, dark, gloomy, look evil, like it's actually like, oh fuck, I'm fighting something crazy here. And bro, they cartoonified them so much.
Some of them
that I was like, this is where I draw the line. I don't know why, but to me it became so goofy. It became like a character,
I get it.
like a caricature of itself. You know what I mean? Like, and look, I'm not against making RPGs for retarded 8-year-olds. Okay, I'm not against that. I mean,
I'm just against the retarded 8-year-olds.
You want to make an RPG for them? Go ahead. I don't care. You know what? But don't take a franchise, a beloved franchise, and bastardize it.
Tell them.
And turn it into this weird Disney trans fucking thing that nobody fucking likes. Bro, a month to 2 months after the release of the game,
they're giving it away for free.
They're giving it away for free. I downloaded it for free, and 2 hours in, I was like, fuck this shit. It's so garbage. It's so bad. The only thing that I thought that was like, okay, it kind of makes sense that they really put some effort in was the leveling system, like the skills and stuff and the skill tree. That was cool. But apart from that, even the mechanics, it's kind of clunky. Sometimes I'll press stuff. It doesn't really press it. You know what I mean?
So even the gameplay,
and even the animations are off.
The story, the animations, the gameplay, the graphics.
It's garbage. Garbage. The graphics are. Bro, again, The Witcher 3, bro, came out in 2015, and just without doing any mods, and you see how beautiful you see it just looking off into the distance in The Witcher 3, or even Dragon Age Inquisition. You're like, wow, they did a really good job on the fucking graphics. You could tell the engine is pushing that shit. You get to this fucking game, bro, and like it doesn't make sense, bro. It's so like visually unappealing. It's so like it's
Just not good.
I don't know. It feels like because here's the thing, bro. These worlds aren't real. They're fake. We know they're fake, but they feel real to us. You understand what I mean? They
Real
feel
to me, damn it.
They feel real. Like even games on the PS1, bro. Those worlds, they had beautiful stories, and even though the graphics were shit, it felt real.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But something about this game doesn't feel real. Like it doesn't have any substance.
Well, no, it doesn't feel real because it's contrived. You're in a mythological like land, and yet they're all like, "Yo, trans rights, am I right? LGBTQ." It's like no one in the Middle Ages fantasy wizard would be saying stuff like that.
And I didn't even get to that before I got off the game. I just got to the point where I'm fighting like the Darkspawn, and I'm like, "Yo, they took this such a good. They were the perfect villain. You know what I mean? Perfect evil villain. They look violent and disgusting and like, murderous.
How we like them.
and they fucking cartoonify them, bro. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is happening over at what is it? BioWare, Bethesda? Who is it?
BioWare.
What the fuck is happening, bro?
Yeah, they really gone downhill.
Bro, fire everyone, bro. What the fuck is that, bro? I could have made a better game myself, bro. I have no idea how to fuck to code, bro. I could have learned made a better fucking game.
Poseidon,
Bro, there are fucking nerds in their basements, bro, making
Way better stuff.
stuff,
Independent
bro.
stuff, yeah.
Explain
What
to
were
me
you
how a
gonna say?
nerd in a basement.
I wanted to ask Poseidon something. Is there a game that you do like from this sort of that type?
That's actually a great question.
the game that will forever have a special place in my heart in terms of story, gameplay, the world itself, the immersion, the graphics is going to be The Witcher 3.
Great game.
There's no game in terms of RPG. They did announce The Witcher 4.
Yeah, but it
and-
looks like it's going to be shit.
Why? They just announced the trailer.
It looks like it's going to, from what I heard internally, it's like what they're saying online, it's going to be another Dragon Age situation.
Are you serious? Oh, I hope not. I hope they don't bastardize another franchise. It looks like now it's the curse of the fourth one, eh?
No, it just looks like it's the curse of wokeism. But since they're losing so much money and all that, we might get lucky and they might just
But then
not do
CD
it.
Projekt Red is also making another RPG where you're a vampire that looks fucking insane.
A vampire.
Have you seen this one?
No.
So basically, you're a vampire. So the story goes as is because I watched the trailer. Basically, what happens is you're running away from like these knights and shit and these soldiers, and they're trying to kill you and your sister because I think your sister has AIDS or some shit or smallpox. I don't fucking know, HIV. I don't know. And they're trying to kill her, trying to get rid of her because there's like a plague or some shit. And what happens is you get cornered by them, and then what happens? These vampires pull up out of nowhere, and there's these vampires like they've been living for thousands of years and shit, and they kill all the soldiers. And then you're there like, please save my little sister. And what they do is they bring her. They one of them grabs her and feeds her his blood. So she becomes a vampire. And then you're like, oh, what is this eternal gift? He's like, do you want the gift? And then he turns you into a vampire.
A vampire! You get to become a vampire!
From what I understand. And basically, the RPG is really cool. And even the mechanics of the game in itself is amazing. So you're a vampire. You could walk out in the day and you could fight in the day. But you have a harder time fighting humans because you're in the sunlight. Your powers are weakened.
A vampire.
But at nighttime, your powers are heightened, but humans aren't around. You're fighting monsters. So the mechanic is, they're so clever with the mechanic of how to make it challenging for you, yet also make you feel powerful enough.
Like a vampire.
Like a vampire, but also challenging. So if you land on
a challenging vampire.
Yeah, if you fall on a human at nighttime, you'll completely razzle-frazzle them. You know what I mean?
Can you make sweet love to them?
I don't know about that yet.
Can you suck their blood?
For sure.
But from their dick?
That would be cool.
Do you have the option
not
of
as cool as
playing
it
with
sounds.
other people? Or just
You tried it?
Yeah.
So,
Question.
CD Projekt Red is making that game, which
Hold
has a lot
on.
of potential.
We're going to stop talking video games right now.
Okay.
We're going to go into Adam's universe. Adam,
Go ahead.
I feel like your mind is now tinkling. What did you want to talk about? You have free reign right now. It's your
sex.
show. Go.
Okay, I was going to ask you, when is the last time you met a new person? I know it probably happens quite often considering how many people you know, right?
I meet new people every day. I met a new person today
I phrased
and yesterday.
myself poorly. The last time you met a new person who you decided, okay, I'm going to keep contact with you. We're going to, shoot the shit and get together. You could meet somebody, but
I don't get together with anyone.
They could forget about you, and okay, I met you. Doesn't mean
Yeah,
nothing,
I'm a
right?
bad example. I don't get together with. I avoid people. Like
Yeah, he's very recluse.
I'm very recluse. Why are you laughing? I am. I'm very close. I have my people, and that's it. I don't let new people in.
Yeah,
You're
what about
probably
the people that
you're
your
probably the
people know?
latest person.
What about the people your people know? Never.
Well, they know them, not me.
Okay, I mean, it varies from person to person.
That's what I'm saying. So answer the question.
I asked you the question. What do you mean?
And I told
How about
you
the people?
what you're asking is it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I see. Well, in your case, it doesn't.
And
In other
you're the
people's
last new person in my life.
case- Oh wow.
Yeah.
I should consider that an honor, then, right?
No. So tell us, Adam, what do you want to talk about? You got an open floor here. It's you. You could talk to the masses. You always complain about radio and this and that. Now you could talk to so many people. What do you want people to know?
Okay, so putting all jokes aside, try to keep your laughter down to a minimum. Okay.
Okay.
My gut feeling is if I went to any radio station manager and told him or her that, I would get laughed out of their office. Right. Change your
my
format
God,
so you
again.
have a 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, just
and
stop
then
with that because we've already been through it. Something new. What new stuff do you have to
All
tell
I
us?
heard is it's a dying industry. I don't know.
Okay, forget radio. New stuff to talk about. Adam's world.
Okay, I got a good one.
There we go.
How many different podcasts would you say you watch per week? I don't care. Joe Rogan, anything. Comic,
Watch
funny,
or listen?
either.
I don't know.
Both.
I don't have a number, but it's a lot.
Okay. How do you decide what? Because there's tons and tons of them. What do you
Right.
decide? How do you gauge what piques your interest?
Well, the mood that I'm in. So if am I in the mood to learn? Am I in the mood to laugh? Am I in the mood to be informed?
Okay, I see.
Are you in the mood to listen to another person's story?
Yeah.
So, you might listen to audiobooks from someone. Like
Yep.
I'm listening to Sonny Boy from Al Pacino. Sometimes I'll have, I'll listen to fantasy books or read a book. Like lately I'm reading The Kybalion.
The Kabbalion?
Yeah, The Kybalion.
Like the Jewish thing?
Is it a Jewish thing?
Kabbalah?
No, it's not a cabal.
Oh.
It's called The Kybalion. It's like Hermetic knowledge or whatever.
Oh
it's
yeah,
called.
Kabbalah. Yeah, that's fucking. That's the Jewish
is
secret
Jewish?
rites ritual. Yeah, Madonna does that shit.
Oh.
I got a very interesting story about a movie that I watched.
I don't think, Google The Kybalion. I don't think we're talking about the same thing. Sorry, I just burped into the mic.
Oh, we heard it.
It just talks about like the laws of the universe and shit.
Did you ever see a movie called The Departed? It's action. It's in
What's
Boston.
it about?
It departs
A
me.
whole bunch of. It's about like a dirty cop who's an FBI informant. It takes place in Boston. Alec Baldwin plays in it. There's some really good
Baldwin?
actors.
Boston, the city.
Yes.
And
Takes
who's
place
in it?
Boston. Alec Baldwin,
Who's that?
the guy who could have gone to jail for shooting somebody.
Okay, so he shot someone in this movie. He took it serious.
No, he's the police captain.
Okay, he's a captain.
I keep forgetting his
Like,
name.
is it a big ship or what's it about exactly?
Mark Wahlberg. You ever heard of that actor?
No.
Okay, you've heard of Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Wait?
Man's a
Mark
mystery to me.
Mark Wahlberg. He's a Jewish guy, I'm guessing.
Yes, from Boston.
He's a Jewish guy from Boston. Okay.
Yes.
Anything I should know about him or?
Yeah, he plays the. He
Have you heard of Matthew Mahogany?
No.
Interesting. Very famous actor. isn't he?
Okay, I gotta stop like jumping from little. I'm gonna make a point. I was watching a really awesome movie. Same actor that plays in it, Mark Wahlberg, also plays in a movie called The Gambler, and I saw it about 10 years ago, and I saw it a second time, and I didn't realize until like a little bit through it that I had seen it already. Listen to this. A guy. I'm not gonna give it away, but the main character, Mark Wahlberg, is a literature professor in some university in Los Angeles, and he goes to one. I don't know what you want to call it. One set of hoodlums, like some black guys, to spot him money. He's the son of the 17th richest woman in California, so he gets into a debt of like $200,000-$300,000, and he goes to one person and then at the very, I'm not going to give it away, but he places a really big bet for 6 digits on the roulette wheel. So it's a really cool movie. I just thought
You just said it's a cool movie based on the fact that someone bet money on a roulette wheel. Did you hear that?
That's crazy.
because he would have been fucked. He owed 2 different people. Okay, he wins the
I don't know if
bet.
it's a good movie or just it feels good because it feels so.
So you live your life
Normal
like
to
that
you.
movie.
Okay, I'm biased. Common sense, let's just say, or the voice of reason says, Adam, stop gambling. But then when I see that movie, it makes it harder. He places a spin of fucking $250,000 US.
But you do realize it's a movie.
I know. More of the story. If you're a hardcore gambler, stay away from movies like that. But I wanted to know if you ever heard of it. It's called The Gambler, 2014.
No, I don't know.
Okay, I think you'll like it.
I've never heard of the, what'd you call it, the deportation either. I never heard
Departed.
of that. Yeah.
Departed. Well,
The Departed. Is it, you think it's like an independent film?
Is it filmed at the border?
Martin Scorsese made it.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh.
You guys gotta stop.
What's his name?
Martin Scorsese.
Careful, bro.
It's Martin Shkreli. He's the guy that...
Leonardo DiCaprio also plays
First of all,
in it.
watch what you say
Oh, I
around
know
me,
who
bro.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Scorsese,
is.
that's
Thank
an
you.
insult. That's an insult, bro, to call
What's an
somebody Scorsese, okay? You don't say that shit around me, okay? You better watch yourself. Fucking guy.
I
bro.
know who Martin Shkreli is, that's for sure.
Anyway, okay, fine. I'll go a little deeper. Never mind the details of the movie. I've already explained them to you. It fucking opens my imagination like there's no tomorrow. Wow, go and borrow. He owes these black people like 50,000 maybe. Then he goes to another guy.
Do you owe 50 grand to black guys?
No,
You have brought up
I
black
don't
guys
know
a
50
lot.
grand to anybody.
Yeah.
And then there's
That's a
Koreans
lie.
in the movie that he borrows $250,000. I don't owe $50,000 to anybody. That's a.
Okay, how much do you owe?
I'm not gonna talk about it that on the air, okay?
Okay, so you do owe money, just not 50,000. I see. It's fine. Speaking of corrupt cops,
Speak of those.
there was, bro, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. There's an NYPD officer, Melissa Mercada. She's in the Bronx SVU.
Special Victims Unit.
Yeah, she's in the SVU, and basically she's been in the SVU for 7 years.
Yeah.
And she made a music video shaking her ass, like dressed like a stripper, like on a stripper pole and shit.
What was the reasoning behind it?
Yeah.
And they're saying, bro, the jokes are so funny on that. Like one guy wrote, not even the NYPD is safe from BBL bandits.
What does BBL stand for?
Brazilian butt lift.
Like a big butt.
Yeah.
BBBL would be big Brazilian butt lift.
You know what? You heard it here first, folks. We're gonna coin the term BBBL.
I already coined it.
Yeah. I'm gonna make the BBBLT.
Big black light cock.
Only the C and the T need to be.
Yeah.
Trans.
Yo, why'd your brain go to cock right away? I said BLT, bro. And this guy, big light cock, big black light cock, bro. Has nothing to do with the letter T, bro. You just went straight.
That's everything to do.
You went all cock, bro. All cock, no T, bro.
My autobiography is gonna be called Pantelis all cock all the time.
Fucking guy, bro. Ah, shit. Yeah, that's another story that I saw that I found absolutely absurd.
Phenomenal.
And she might get fired. And detectives were like, yo, she's part of the SVU.
It is wild.
But isn't it crazy? Like, imagine,
But it's the generation we live in now, right? Everyone.
like, imagine having a cop show up to your door and you just got raped. And then, like, you open up, like, I don't know, you like rap and you see this new artist, he dropped a music video. And you try to, disconnect, and you see her dancing on the pole.
That is weird.
Like, what do you go, fuck, like, shit.
You again.
You know? It's crazy.
You're like, yo, I was just totally just jacking to you. What's up?
I feel like you know what the problem is nowadays? I think I'm gonna get a little preachy here.
Okay.
People want to do everything.
Yeah.
But there are certain things you cannot do and come back from.
I'm with you so far. Go on.
You understand?
Yeah.
So everyone wants to fucking be like she wants to be a police officer and have a proper life and everything.
She also wants to be Beyonce.
But at the same
and-
time, she wants to be a fucking ass shaker, stripper, or whatever the fuck you want. Like you cannot. There are certain things that once you do, you cannot really
come back from.
And we've all made the same.
We've all made the same mistakes.
We've all
I'm
made
with
the
you.
same mistake.
I've witnessed it. I've even spoken to people about that. It's the same thing.
You know what I mean? Like I've made a few mistakes,
Made a lot of
especially in podcasting. Like
Yeah.
you
You
know,
shit yourself.
I shit myself. I consider that like at the time it was funny.
But that's what I'm saying. At the time, it seemed like
but
the
for
best
real,
idea.
Yeah, but for real now I'm like, fuck, I did that. You know what I mean? Like I'm embarrassed.
I'm
of
with
it.
you. I'm with you. I feel the same way
I'm
about a lot of shit.
embarrassed of it.
Pantelis.
You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm fucking talking
I
here.
didn't
I'm
know
dropping
you-
some
We
fucking
trying to give you
knowledge.
a chance to speak. You don't want to speak. Now let him talk.
So That's what I'm trying to say. Is just certain things like you shouldn't like. I get it. You want to like. I feel like it's because of the internet as well. Like humanity has gone down this path of like I want to experience everything. A lot of people have gone like I want to travel the world. You know what I mean? I want to go to visit every country. You know, and I've been thinking about this lately. Is like not every country needs to be visited.
No, a lot should be avoided.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So like I feel like we've gone down the wrong path of trying to experience everything. Sometimes what you need is just simplicity.
Yep.
You can't be a drug dealer and a doctor at the same time.
You know what, man? I love that you just said that. That's such a you can't be a drug dealer and a doctor at the same time.
And if you look at technically, they're both pharmacists.
They're both drug dealers.
Technically, they're both drug dealers.
One needs a license, the other
And
doesn't.
you cannot do that and then become a doctor either. You understand what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe if you sell a bit of weed here.
That might be
you
the
know,
smartest thing you ever said. You can't be a drug dealer and a doctor at the same time.
Like if you went to medical school and you were selling a bit of weed just to get by, that's different. But I mean like big drugs.
No, I mean actual. We know
you know what I
saying.
mean?
You don't gotta get into semantics. We get it. Yeah.
It's and I hate myself for having made that mistake young.
Me too, dude. I made so many mistakes, bro, and I think about them, and most of them are online.
You know?
And I'm like, no, but it's true.
It's not just online, but also like in life. You know what
but
I mean?
I meet people who tell me like, "Oh no, it's not a mistake. It's part of work."
No.
But it's like, no, it is. We have to admit that because knowing,
but that's part of the problem. They're
'cause,
part of the problem.
I know because
Well,
part
it's
of
an
the
experience.
I'm with you
No.
because part of the problem is that a lot of people now they're like, "Oh no, but if I didn't do that, I wouldn't get to where I am now." We're not saying that. What we're saying is we could objectively now look back and be like, "Fuck! If right now I had the opportunity to do it over, I wouldn't have done that."
Exactly, but also
At the moment, because everyone's excuse is, "Oh, it seemed right at the moment."
Yeah.
but that's for anything.
exactly
That's why you do it because it seems right at the
also
moment.
had you not experienced that, maybe you would have gotten
And even
where you
better.
wanted to go even faster.
That's true too.
You understand? But people don't think about it like that.
Oh, I never thought about it like that. I like how you're being philosophical. I like this.
You understand? And like I'll give you an example. Like fuck, if you end up in some fucking weird rave and you get raped in the ass.
Well, okay.
Example.
go on.
I'm giving. I'm
Just
giving.
give stories that have nothing to do with my experiences. Just give a story that has nothing to do with me,
I'm being
please.
very specific, but it's the most extreme one.
Yeah.
It's the most extreme thing that I could think of where I could be like, yeah, I could. No matter who you are, you could have done without that.
Yes.
No matter who you are, no matter how successful you become after, you could have done without that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You don't need to get, like if you go to prison, you make a mistake, you go to prison. That experience that's gonna follow you around for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
What happens in prison, not just what happens in prison, but also the fact that you have a record. I feel like we don't take, and they say like don't take life too seriously, and I get it. I'm all for having a good time. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm all for not taking things a little
If
lightheartedly.
anything, you're known for having a good time.
Exactly. But like some stuff, like it's just because I've been retrospecting a lot. My life is changing a lot lately. We spoke about this.
Yeah. All of us.
And like there's certain things you cannot come back from. And even if you do societally and career-wise,
People
and
can
stuff,
pretend they forgot. They don't forget.
but not just that. Even if nobody found out, who says you will ever recover? You understand what I mean?
That's well said.
Let's say you're 15. You see people get killed because you hung out with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, you're not really gonna. You're gonna move
Even
on.
even though everyone moved on, nobody knows about it. This, that, blah, blah, blah. There was never any consequences. It just, it was a weird moment. Do you think you're ever gonna psychologically recover from that shit?
I'm with you.
You don't think when you try to do a respectable career in something, it's not gonna fuck with you?
It will.
Or you try to, have a relationship with a woman or man, depending on who you are,
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right. I'm with you. I'm not fighting you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I get it 100%.
And that's where I'm trying to go with this NYPD thing. Like I saw this and it automatically, like, it's exactly what I've been thinking about these past few weeks. You know what I mean? Anyways, I got a little philosophical there. I think we're gonna close on that.
Adam, any last words?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I hope you can please do me the courtesy and not play any games, okay? I watched your most recent podcast and you clearly said, I wanted to be a radio announcer. I'm gathering that this was before you discovered all the politics involved in radio, right? That you decided not to go down that path?
There's a chance I'm gonna strangle him after we stop recording.
Intellectuals out.